Yo, what is going on, guys? It is your boy Brandon from Audio Addiction, doing on and off part two. Of course, I'm joined by my two lovely co-hosts, Alex and Therese. How's it, guys? How's it going on this Wednesday?
It is Wednesday.
It is Wednesday, my dude.
It is Wednesday. Hello. It's going
Good.
good.
Yeah, going good so far. We got a ton of new comebacks and stuff that we posted up in the Discord. Some teasers.
It's a busy week.
Been a busy week, yeah, of new stuff. So very excited. Youthful, hello. Thanks for hanging out. Yeah, if you're new here, I'm newest to K-pop, so come tell me what's good, tell me what's up. Have been enjoying this for like over a year now, so this has been pretty crazy. Excited to get
Yeah,
into
just
more
diving
groups.
into each group's discography.
Yeah, so you want to
Has
get
it
in the
actually
know?
been a whole year?
It has been a whole year since we
Wow.
started doing it, and then Therese joined like October.
Yeah,
It had to have been.
sounds
Yeah.
about right.
So, yeah, very cool. And then if you want, I've attached the Discord here. So if you want to come hang out, let us know what you're feeling. Talk about a bunch of stuff. Apparently, I had to change my name in Discord. If you want to know about that lore, you can go find that out. I'm gonna blame. I'm just kidding. I'm not gonna blame Sarah, but it was funny. So you can go watch that. But yeah, come hang out. We'd love to see you. Love to hang out. But yeah, this is part two of on and off. And as well as that, if you missed part one, go check it out on YouTube. But yeah, pretty excited to get into part two. Teresa, are you more of a fan of the stuff that happened within part one or part two?
I definitely know part one more,
Sure.
but from what I've heard in part two, I also like.
Oh,
So
okay.
yeah, I'll read off the playlist we got today. Thanks to the comments from the last YouTube video, we did end up adding
Woo.
a B-side. We're going with The Realist, Ugly Dance, TripAdvisor, Popping, Goosebumps, Your Song, My Song, Love Effect, Beautiful Shadow, The Story Film, Buy My Monster, and then Chemical Type.
Okay.
That's it.
I like how they had yours, mine.
We got Your Song and My Song. And My Song was one of the ones recommended to us, as I think the comment was, as a fellow orchestral instrumental lover, I'd highly recommend checking out My Song. So I'm excited.
They know you.
Apparently. Also
And
youthful. Oh, go ahead, Terry. Sorry.
I was just gonna say I've been on my contemporary classical playlist, so the bar is high.
The bar is high for sure. It looks like Youthful went back in the timeline and said that I reacted to Tribe in 2023, which would line up.
Wow.
I don't think that was first though.
But that wasn't the first one. I think I did Twice's between 1 and 2 was I think the first thing that I did K-pop wise. So I think that was back in maybe a little earlier than that. But it was, I know our first group we covered was Dreamcatcher.
Mm-hmm.
So whenever that shows up, then that will celebrate. But yeah, thanks for hanging out. And I think we got Blackpink up next week. So come join if you're a Blackpink stan.
Yep.
All right.
Welcome back, Hot Take Tay. Yeah, we did react to Oh My Girl. Oh wait, to the On and Off Oh My Girl other group collabs. No, there is like a couple collaboration songs for this entertainment company where it's like Oh My Girl, On and Off, B1A4. I didn't add those to the list because one of them was a Christmas song, and we don't want to upset Alex. But also,
Hey,
I just think
I'm coming around.
I just think On and Off's discography is great on its own. We did react to their Road to Kingdom stage that featured Yua, so that was exciting. Christmas in July. Is it? Oh, yeah, it's still July as of right now.
It'd be Christmas in August, but yeah, I've done a couple on our chaos streams. I did the mix song I think in the middle of this past month, so it happens. But all right, cool. Well, the first one we have here is, I believe, is the Realist. Is that the first song, Therese?
Yeah, this is a B-side off of the album that had Beautiful Beautiful that we left off on.
Yes.
And I think it's one of their best songs. It's so good.
Oh, okay. All right, let's check it out.
사인이 거리 어디쯤 슬프게도 여기에 내팽개쳐진 나를 느낄 때쯤 익숙하게 밀려오는 불안 불규칙한 들숨과 내 숨 난 홀로 느끼기 시작해 You're drowning badly I'm falling slowly 미치게 원하진 내가 Breathe down 부르켜내 부르다 Ooh, I like this bridge. Ooh.
Yes, this is the same song.
Oh my god.
They said end mix change up.
Woo! All right. That was On and Off, the Realist, if you're hanging out tonight. Oh my god. That was neat. Very cool. I guess I'll start. I thought this was very good. I love the like 80s pop, like the weekend type type sound. Not obviously vocally it's not similar, but in terms of the instrumentation felt very like weekend like, which is great. I enjoy his music, so definitely in the same lane as that. I believe Youthful pointed out in the chat about like the guitar work in this song. Really like that. It just added that like little extra like touch to the track that I think was definitely very necessary. And I like how it kind of like in some parts kind of takes a little bit of a backseat, but then in other parts you can hear it more clearly. So I like the production on that. I also got to give a shout outs to Hyojin as well as MK. Those two were my favorites in the song, especially that like bridge section where I believe it's Hyojin that did the like belt at the end. Was awesome. It was so good. And then again, I was much like everyone in chat. I was very surprised at the end of the song. But I think it was a worthy addition to kind of like change up the song in a refreshing sort of way. So overall, I thought this was a very, very, very good track. This would definitely be high on my list for sure.
Okay. I'm a little conflicted on this one personally.
Fair enough.
I liked where it was at, like the whole 80s speed racer kind of vibe. The whole it did a very gradual, not even gradual, a very smooth slide in from all the sections, like the pre-chorus into the chorus, the chorus into the verses. It was very it maintained a similar energy, which is cool. I also think that whoever was producing, I'm sure it's the same producer that has worked on a lot of their stuff, really was in his reverb phase here. Because everything is reverbed out like crazy.
Yeah,
like the
there is
vocals are reverbed, the guitars are reverbed, the drums are crazy reverbed, which definitely gives it that 80s sound. Like everything sounds bigger, everything sounds like it echoes, kind of like it's in a big hall. It's a very easy way to make your music sound like it's 80s, especially with like the drum beat they used. The only thing I didn't like is the switch at the end, and maybe that's just because I don't know actually. Sometimes I like the I usually like the change up stuff. I just felt like the song was doing what it needed to do the entire time, and it just didn't need that.
That's fair.
I thought the part at the end was good. It sounded like a completely different song. And if it was a completely different song, I would like it. But since it's not, I don't.
That's fair. I respect that choice.
Well, I like the ending.
What a surprise.
As someone who has put this on repeat multiple times, I think the ending change up and mix change up was just enough to get me re-interested. Like this could easily be a song that just stays on the loop and I forget it's there. But because there's a change up, it forces me to pay attention again. And then it's a nice thing to pay attention to. Like it sounds good. So I appreciate it. I also have a low attention span, as anyone could notice. So more end mix change ups for me, please. Youthful shouted out the producer or the writer of this track was actually not Hwan Kyung. It was GDLO Mono Tree, part of the Mono Tree production team, which I generally enjoy. But yeah, this is a pretty groovy track. I have never seen the stage performance. I didn't even know there was a stage performance until I went to put this on a playlist. And I was a little bit taken aback. I didn't realize we have aged up into sexy on and off.
Yeah, the pelvic thrust was
I was still over here singing My Name, which was on the same album, so I did not expect this. Yeah, that pelvic thrust was a little too much for my
I was like, okay.
My pure eyes. But that's good on them. They knew exactly what they needed to do to get the right attention. Um, but yeah, I think the song itself, it's definitely 80s inspired, but it also kind of feels like a new thing to me. Like it's not as on the nose as some of the other 80s things that we
That's fair,
hear
yeah.
nowadays. And their voices sound so good on this stage. I don't know if they're using MR, AR, whatever, but it sounds good and it doesn't sound exactly like the studio version. So I appreciated that.
Yeah, I think I think it was pretty interesting. I want to listen to anytime we do the like live stage versus like the studio. I'm always curious to hear the studio version, which I'd imagine it's probably pretty close, but
It's pretty close.
But I also enjoy like kind of the more nuanced things that I would be able to hear in the studio version, but I love the live performance and seeing them like, you know, obviously doing choreo and stuff. So I think it's best of both worlds when you can get like a good live sound and then also see the choreo as well. So whoever shot this did a great job. So kudos to their team. But yeah, I don't know, that change up, I agree with Therese. I think it's kind of like that reset in the song where you're like, ah, okay, cool. I'm getting towards
Otherwise,
the end.
how would you know that it would end? You would just keep playing it over and over.
I guess if it like fades out, like you probably know when it. I feel like you know, or at least you go into the next song on the album. I would assume.
These
For
songs
me-
still like fade out.
This song would end, and I would say, why was that song so short? Because I would think the ending was a new song.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, it's like a little interlude, you know.
I think.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's all right, you know. That's why we all have differing opinions here.
Well, I mean, my opinion is both parts are good. I just wish they were
Two separate songs.
detached.
Yeah, wasn't a bad take. I'm clarifying that.
It's okay. I'll accept. I'll have some bad takes. It's all right.
Nah, I well, probably all have bad takes to be fair. So, all right, cool. Well, we're gonna keep it moving here. Looks like we got Ugly Dance is the next one. So,
Yeah, off of their repackage of this album.
oh, okay. Do you know why they may have repackaged this one, Therese? Or why?
Because it was a damn good album. I don't know.
Okay. That's maybe you knew. Yeah. So,
That's
All
my
right.
reasoning.
okay. Let's check it out. The Brandon dance.
Aw.
I am very bad at dancing, so this may be accurate.
All these are robots that were dancing before.
Yeah.
They're
probably.
back. They just sleep, waiting for the next beat to start.
Me too. So much green.
Ooh. Okay.
줄래 다들 너무 빨라 트렌드란 유령을 따라가지 않을 테니까 난 사랑 노래 지겨워 다들 비슷해 치명적인 아이돌 난 잘하잖아 새로운 걸 해보자 우리 상다른 길로 어차피 세상에 쉬운 건 없어 이거저거 복잡한 건 내 가슴이 이해를 못해 느껴지면 움직이겠지
머리, 어깨, 무릎, 너의 모든 게
춤춰 춤춰 들어 너의 손 들어 너의 몸 그리고 소리 질러 크게 더 크게 더 What's up bro What's up sis Everybody feel the beat and move your soul
새참은 눈을 맞춰 새참은 잠깐 멈춰 아무거나 상관없니 이 베이스 위에 널 맡겨
너 하고 싶은 걸 다 해 알잖아 우린 beautiful 스스로가 면이 너무 많아 요즘 다들 너무 예민해 사랑 노래 지겨워 와닿지 않아 치명적인 아이돌 나와는 달라 새로운 걸 해보자 우리 항상 다른 걸로 어차피 세상은 늘 빡빡해 목소리 갈라지게 노래 우리가 만든 세상으로 와
새참은 눈을 맞춰 내 참은 잠깐 멈춰 아무거나 상관없으니 이 바스 위에 널 맡겨
어디 있어도 혼자 있어도 우린 연결되어 서로 느껴질 거야 What's up boo What's up sis Everybody feel the beat and move your soul 들어 너의 손 흔들어 너의 몸 그리고 소리 질러 크게 더 크게 더 What's up boo What's up sis Everybody feel the beat and move your soul
춤춰
춤춰
All right, cool. That was On and Off. Ugly Dancer, you're hanging out. Very nice. I guess I'll go first again. I thought this one was very cool as well. I like they incorporated like different elements from I think from some of their previous title tracks in this song. Obviously the one that was most glaring was their use of the robots from I think it was Beautiful Beautiful. Which was interesting. I thought the incorporation of it was nice. I like that it started off the song with it, and then in terms of the dance breaks, they like kind of cut them in and out. So that was neat. I gotta give a shout outs to Wyatt. I loved Wyatt's rapping in the song. Like Therese had mentioned in part one that my bias might be Wyatt. And I really enjoyed his like vocal styling in this song. It really kind of contrasts super well. As well as that, like his flow is really great too. I also enjoyed whoever had I forget who has like the neon like blue hair in this MV, but his vocals were also really sick. Let me see if I can go back here. Let's see if I can get a full group shot.
Oh, maybe Ishan?
I think it's Ishan. I'll have to double check, but let me see if I can pull up the screen
Good
here.
vocals.
But he had some really great vocals in this song. As well as obviously got to give a shout out to Brandon in the chorus, or not chorus, the bridge where he like did that super like huge note. So, but yeah, other than that, this was a great track. Was very surprised at the vibe of this one. It sounded like way. I didn't know where it was gonna go, but I liked where they kind of ended off. I also give a shout outs to their production in terms of like the synth work, because there's like a lot of cool like synth like ramps almost. Like it feels like there was some really cool like mixing going on in the song that I really liked a lot. And it seemed like it was very dynamic as well too. So big salutes to whoever was working on this track with them, because it definitely seems like a good like blend of a lot of the stuff that they've done previously, but it feels more cohesive too. So very cool. Yeah, no, this was another great one. Love it. Shout outs.
All right, I'm back in. This is a good song. I think they did a really good job blending like a lot of hip hop, trap, 808 bass stuff with like the orchestral stuff and with the more like synthy orchestra, like really like a lot of really pleasant sounds with like a lot of really heavy 808 drums, which I think is a really big hit or really big miss a lot of times for groups. This time I think it sounded really good. There was one moment, I think it was like the bridge when was it, I think you mentioned it was Brandon who did the really like high belty note real quick.
I think so. Yeah, the guy with the red hair.
Yeah, and then there was like a rhythm kind of stutter, and then straight into an entirely different beat switch with only 808s.
Yeah,
and I think Wyatt was doing vocals there.
Correct.
It was such like an NCT style part of a song, but like good.
Oh, savage.
Oh no.
No, not too much shade NCT. just a light jab.
Just a poke, yeah.
No, just like that sort of I sort of more mean it in like NCT is a group to me that does a lot of like hit you with a lot of shock value really quickly, and they utilize like strong vocals and beat switches and 808 stuff specifically to do that. And this is On and Off doing something similar, but I think executed really well. So yeah, I think it was good.
Yeah,
Therese?
this one, it's not often that you get callbacks to the title track you just did, but I
Yeah.
think for a repackage, it totally makes sense, right? And you can hear it if anyone didn't check out part 1. In the beginning, it starts with a beat that or a melody that's very similar to the beginning of their title track, Beautiful Beautiful, where they go rum pa bum pa bum 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 pa bum pa bum bum, and it just starts you out on that same note and then goes into doing its own thing. It basically sounded like you know how when you go to a wedding and the couple comes out and there's like a big like emotional song or something, and then they immediately break it down so that you can start actually dancing on the dance floor. It kind of sounded like that. It was like the what's it called, the dinner part of the wedding.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like we're ready to party now. We had our official comeback and now we can just hang out with you guys.
Yeah.
Speed run the ceremony straight to the reception.
Yeah. But I thought it was really fun. I don't think too much about this song because I mean, obviously out of all of their songs, it doesn't have the most compelling like chorus or melody. It is very much like hip hop where you're focusing on the beats. So I prefer the more intense melodies, but I don't mind a little dance break track that we can get with some really good choreography shots.
For sure.
Great music video. I am gonna ask, Hyojin, is he like officially always red? Like his hair color, he's just never gonna change ever since that one music video. I think it was We Must Love, where everyone's like, "Whoa, that kid with the red hair has got some good voice." Now he's like, "Well, I guess I'm the kid with the red hair." So yeah,
I guess I gotta
looks
dye
good
my
on
hair.
him.
I guess I gotta dye my hair red now. You know.
Yeah,
We
all the
gotta-
Brandons.
all the
the
Brandons have to.
Hyojin,
Yeah, all the
his
Hyojins.
English name is Brandon.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Never gonna give red up. Never gonna let red.
That's
That's a good one. That was a good one, Sarah.
No. Not getting rickrolled live on stream. God. Evil says his nickname is Roe Deer and the one with the red hair.
I kind of like, because I read those on K profiles too, and I kind of take a lot of the nicknames and stuff at like face value because you never know when they updated this. Nicknames can change across the course of someone's career.
That's true. That's true. Yeah.
I thought that might have been because of We Must Love, but I guess it just continues. Was he red in the military too? Now I gotta see the pics.
Oh, that would be insane. I don't think they would allow that to happen. I feel like you'd be a very, like, you know, obviously militaristically you shouldn't have like somebody who has red hair. Oh yeah,
you gotta shave your head, but I don't know if they, restrict the coloring yet. Smuggling in red dye.
That would be interesting to see you full. Oh man. Well. Brandon, I know you will love the live stream randomness. You get the wiggles, you get rickrolled, and you get groin. Oh man, yeah. We did in fact listen to RM's groin and nuts. That is factual. So anyway. We're gonna move on to the next one, which looks to be. Let's see. I'm gonna look on the playlist here. Is it TripAdvisor?
Yeah, this is another B-side off of the repackage / original album.
Oh, cool. Very nice.
Yes, requested by Youthful.
Yes, very nice. Salutes. Let's go. It's all right, Dan.
눈을 떠보니 12시네 어디로 갈지 고민하다 아참 갈 수가 없었지 내 기분을 아주 막막해 그러다 손에 댄 스마트폰 네 두 달러 유키 자우르 뭐가 병드가 안 그래도 만나는데 편하게 가볼게
여기 뭐가 없네 goodbye 저기로 가볼까 Mumbai 이건 도전 안 중요해 내 맘가짐이 최우선이더라고 시바가 위험하니까
I love how they use green screen.
I know, it was like so obviously green screen.
동서남북 이리저리 달라댕겨 게이잖아 트레이처럼 좋아
잠깐 나 데이트 다 슬슬 좀 빌려줘 같이 가긴 어떠 혼자 가지 말아요 와이파이라도 이대로 누워서 세계 일주 동안 스트레스 따위 날려버려 뒤죽박죽
왼쪽 오른쪽 뒹글 사나이 두 발 왔다 갔다 이 침대에 너를 쩌면 어떤 바람과 울리는 기분 내 방향 변한 이유 We can jump 여기저기 궁금한 곳
These boys are so well traveled.
I know, right?
For real.
How they get all across the globe in one day.
No crowds anywhere too. It's crazy. COVID traveling. Eek.
What?
생각하면 이루어져 live free 저 세계 속으로
That's because it doesn't exist, Donkey.
여기저기 궁금한 곳 review 나 저 세계 속으로 시도켜 오늘 하루 내 방이 free space yeah my lazy on my day oh yeah 답답한 우린 지금 oh yeah 지도 여행을 하지 oh yeah 지구야 너도 쉬어 아름다운 넌 아프지 마 oh yeah 누워서 세계 속에 걸어서 가는 건 냉장고까지야 누워서 세계 속으로 We can jump We can go where the
I realize why they used all the green screens now. It's very sweet.
This instrumental be hidden though. So good.
I know, it's pretty good.
So good.
It's a good instrumental.
Oh, okay. So were those like fan submitted photos and videos? And that's who they were listing in the names?
Huh. We can go back a little bit. Let's see. Wait. Thanks to many other fews for joining us. Oh, okay. So, holy shit.
Right,
Yeah.
because this was during pandemic times. So makes sense why they did the cheesy green screen. That was really funny. Now.
Yeah.
Now that I know. Before I was like, what are we doing? Credits,
right.
views. Oh, okay.
Huh.
So I didn't know that I was curious about the context of the song. So while it was playing, I checked when it came out. I was like, okay, it lines up.
Yeah.
And then the green screen stuff, I'm like, all right. And then I saw them wearing masks in one part. I'm like, all right,
Yeah.
cool, got it.
Yeah.
All right, I don't have to wonder anymore. Cool. It's a COVID song. Because there was no lyrics on that, so I also looked up the lyrics to get a little more context on like, okay, what kind of COVID song? Like, what are we doing?
The
Uh,
escapism kind, or
yeah. Basically, it's like it starts off. I wake up and this afternoon. Where should I go? Oh, right, I can't go. I'm feeling very lonely. And
Oh,
it's basically the whole song is like, where should I go? Oh, I'll look it up on Street View. I'll go
yeah.
here. Let me get the Wi-Fi password so I can go here. It's like a
Aw.
very like fun, cute. I want to travel. I can't, but I'll do it on my phone kind of thing.
That is cute.
that is cute. Yeah.
So yeah, pretty cool. I like it. Instrumental is very fun. Um, yeah, I don't know. I feel like the way they did the video is kind of it's a good video, but it's also kind of like tongue in cheek a little bit. It's a little kind
Yeah.
of funny and
Yeah.
budget,
Little
but
cheesy, but I like it.
yeah, I'm a fan.
I guess I'll go next.
Are you a fuse?
Am I a fuse? Potentially by the end of this, we'll find out. No, I love this song. This was great. I think the instrumental was like really fun, vibrant. Which I feel like they do the vibrancy pretty well. I also like, and this is like just like a shout outs to the music video. I like the shots where they like pointed the arrow down to like where they're at, even though like the editor
Yeah,
doesn't
that's
have to
funny.
do anything. I was like, that's so fun. Like
That's really
maybe
funny.
it's just so niche to me because it's like I edit videos and I'm like this. I'm like you don't even need to cut that in, but just for the sheer fact that someone edited in an arrow saying like one of the members of On and Off is right here. I'm like, whoa! Oh my god! I would have had no idea. But I thought it was cool. I also liked. I think you had pointed it out. The one with the On and Off stand shrine and the one member just doing the thumbs up at the end. I just thought that was so like funny, but also like really adorable as well. So, but yeah, the song itself was great. There's like some really great like ad lib stuff going on in this song that I really feel like I wasn't able to give a lot of attention to because I was too busy laughing at the music video in like the most wholesome of ways. But I will go back and listen to the song because I think it's actually like a very high tier On and Off song for me because I thought I was having a blast. So I'm gonna go back and listen to this one again and enjoy it more. But yeah, this is it's high up there for sure for me.
I love the context of this music video. I think if I watched this without the context, I'd be like, what? Why?
Why are
But
they
I
here?
also think it's funny that they combined the Americas. I appreciate being put into a context that I'm not used to being put into. Always nice seeing different perspectives. But I wanted to shout out my part from one of the members that we haven't talked about a lot that I really liked. And that member is now, his name is Sungjin, formerly JS. He was in the Glasses, and when they were like hanging out on the couch, he had a really good run. It was fire. I thought I always sing along to that part without knowing who actually sings it. I'm just I'm just here for the ride. I was very much a Spotify listener of this.
Fair.
So yeah, good stuff. Awesome instrumental. I feel like hearing this at the end of a concert probably wouldn't put me into post-concert depression as easily as other songs would. So that's a plus. Do you ever hear that? Do you ever hear a song and think about the context of what if this was playing at the end of a concert, would I be depressed? Because I think about that a lot.
I don't think depressed. I think I sometimes think of songs in the context of like, would this be like the perfect closeout concert song?
Yeah.
Or like the perfect end of show concert song.
I just know I've been to too many concerts where the ending song now gives me like PTSD. Where I'm like, I have to go home now.
Choice, or is it like just a concert? Is it the post-concert depression, or is it the actual song choice itself?
It's just the depression that gives me that. The song itself, like the songs that give me that post-concert depression are, for example, Permission to Dance instrumental, Shopper by IU. And these are purely because they're played at the end of concert, and now I have to go home.
Gotcha. I was like,
So-
who are these groups you're seeing that are playing depressing finale songs?
No. That's why. PTSD, but without the S. So I feel like this one would be good. I wouldn't be too depressed.
That's good to hear.
I'm very aware that certain songs might get ruined because of my own mental stability.
Okay, so
Anyway.
just a touch of depression.
Just
That's
a
a
touch,
step
yeah.
up.
Just a little Salt
Yeah.
Bay version of PTSD. Or,
To add on to Teresa's shout out, my shout out goes to them making America look a lot cleaner and nicer than it really is.
Yep, that was yeah. Yep. Oh my god.
I've seen some of those tourist points, and
They
I
are
don't
not
remember
that
looking
clean.
looking like that. But hey,
We'll say Korea is extremely clean though. Like if you see photos of Korea and you've been to actually Korea, it is that clean. So, big salutes. Big
All
salutes.
right, we get it. You guys have trash cans.
We have trash cans?
Well, Korea has trash cans.
Yeah, Korea has. Yeah,
We don't
they
get
do.
those here.
We're doing my summer song now. I'm ready. Wait, what?
Oh, start popping. Wait, the next song is popping. It's popping, is what Gunky was saying.
Well,
Yeah, he said what he
have a
said.
good time. Enjoy it.
Not just.
No, stop. All right.
Oh god.
Oh god. All right, we're gonna get into popping before this turns into a derailment. So, no, Gunky, stop. Oh god.
Hey you there, please don't sing that song. Come closer, can you feel somebody's coming? Let's get low, let me sing a song for love. Hey my dear, can you feel somebody's coming?
Oh, that's cute. Hey, we got some flute. Let's go.
Immediate banger.
I was gonna say we've already hit most of my summer tropes already.
The Chet Boggs routes. Oh, that's a great pre-chorus. Oh, there's a little water.
I hit the bingo card.
Guys, we're at Water Bomb now. Great.
Ah.
All right, this pre-chorus is very slow.
Who is going?
Come closer, can you feel the summer is coming? Let's get loud, let's get loud. Let me sing a song for love. Hey my dear, can you feel the summer? 여름이 쏟아진다. 여름이 쏟아진다. 여름에 쏟아진다. 넌 내 맘속에 불꽃 깜빡거리는 노래. 여름에 쏟아진다.
So confused.
I have so many questions. Anyway, this was on and off popping. If you're just joining us and have a relative amount of questions to ask, because we don't know, I don't know.
What in the Star Wars?
Yeah, that took a turn. Um,
Yeah.
I'll go first unless anyone else wants to.
Nah, shoot, Alex, go.
All right, we got a summer song. We got a summer banger. I'm in. You know, I'm here for it. I like this song. If you could
What a
probably,
surprise.
yeah, surprise. I really liked. I'm assuming that was a flute, right? That
That is-
sample they're
yeah, that's
using.
for sure
that's
a flute.
That's a flute. Yeah, it's a pretty cool sample. I like that. I sort of forgot about that. Like, what was it? Like, don't sing sad song or something thing
Oh.
they had in the beginning,
Oh.
because it was like an intro only, and then it came back. They waited all the way till the end of the song to wrap back in. I sort of forgot that it was a thing by the end of the song. But I didn't hate it because I thought they incorporated it pretty well, and then they built on it to bring back the flute sample, and then build on like a kind of grand finale chorus. Thought that was really good. We got kind of sort of what you would assume is like a normal summer song kind of style with like the funk house sort of style here. I thought it was really fun. I don't know anything about the lore. I could not. It lost me when we were in space and it seemed like people died. I
People definitely died.
I
Oh,
don't
for
know.
sure.
I'm not gonna touch it. So okay. The one thing I have to bring up, and I'm not here to compare, but and this is probably actually my favorite song from On and Off so far. So that being said, the pre-chorus sounds a lot like the pre-chorus of Boy With Love by BTS.
Mm.
A lot. And if you don't hear it, play it back and listen to it because it
Oh.
absolutely sounds almost identical.
Interesting.
Not saying there's any like plagiarism or anyone copying anyone. I know obviously like songwriting is it's only so many things you can write, but it bar for bar sounds very, very close.
Huh. Very interesting. Very interesting. I also love this song. Great. I agree with Alex. Great usage of the flute. That was like what caught my ear in the chorus and continued to catch my ear every time that chorus came around. So, I love that. I also love the popping, like them saying popping. I feel like that was like just that extra
That's
ad
fun.
lib was just so cute and fun, and so I love that as well. I think the verses were great. I generally enjoyed the entire thing. I think what shocked me the most was the music video, which is, I think it's so interesting, the dichotomy of like the bad stuff going on in the music video and like the happiness of the song. Like the dichotomy
Yes,
between those two things is
it
so
makes it very funny.
it makes it very funny, but also like I don't know if this. I mean, again, I didn't check out the lore, so I don't know what's going on. But even still, I feel like even if you know the lore, like the song composition and the music video do not run parallel to each other. They are like far off in distant lands, which is fine. But as well as that, love the key change. I always love a good key change in any song. But I feel like the utilization of it was really nice. It did feel like it was like a gradual way for them to break into the next part. And obviously it gives that like last chorus, that like final send off sort of moment. But yeah, this is great. Choreo is really fun too. I really enjoyed a lot of the choreo bits that they showed off. Yeah, overall this is a 10 out of 10 for me. Love this song. Great track. Therese?
Guys, I have been rewatching the music video and I figured it out.
Oh,
It's not that serious. We got
Okay.
this.
okay.
Okay, so there are 3 major settings in this music video. There's the spaceship, there's the school,
Yeah.
and then there's the stage in the school. So when it starts, they're kind of like all sitting around in a spaceship, and then it switches to them in school, and then it switches to the stage where they're in their goofy outfits.
Yeah.
And the stage is the setting from Beautiful Beautiful. It's like the city, and it says asteroid. I don't know, maybe that's the name of the play they're putting on, but this is essentially them putting on a school play, and all of the outer space scenes are what's happening in the play, but
Gotcha.
over dramatized. That's what we got.
Okay.
It took me a bit, but there's like a scene where they're all in their goofy outfits on stage pointing guns at each other, and the very next scene is like them blowing up a spaceship. So it's obvious that's what they're doing on stage. They're just being goofy. Okay, we can get that out of the way. I figured it out. I can enjoy
Great
the song
job.
now.
W's, Therese. W, Therese. That was great.
How this goes into the cube lore, we'll figure that out later. But
I'm sure our one
eventually,
commenter,
we'll see IU again.
I'm sure our one commenter is going to be really stoked about that, since I did see a comment on the last video and they were like, lore was very interesting from Therese. And I was just like, yeah, well, don't you worry. There's probably more coming.
We got big brain moves, guys. Sarah said, when you and your bestie are spaceships and he laser blasts you. That's the vibe. That's the vibe. Otherwise, I genuinely might never have seen this music video because that shocks me so much. But I do really like the song. It's a classic summer banger.
Yeah.
And I don't think I'm alone in saying that adding a flute to any pop song immediately makes it 10 times better. I mean, just ask Lizzo. It's true. It's the truth. I'm not biased in any way.
Totally not. Especially if you exemplify it and say that I am totally not biased and look directly into the camera.
I am totally not biased. But yeah, I do really like flute incorporated into pop songs. The melody is really catchy, and I do think the sort of like chanting at the beginning, where I think it's funny that they bait you with a complete like 2 or 3 completely English verses, and then the whole rest of the song is in Korean. I really like that. And I don't think the English is bad. I think it's very cute and sweet, the way it's meant to be for a summer song. And yeah, great beat, great dances, great outfits.
Yeah, the outfit choice was good. Now I get the lore slightly of the music video, so that was cool. I like it. Otherwise, I would have been completely lost in the conceptualization of the music video. So
there is one member that has a sword on stage, and I gotta know where he was in all of the like space scenes. Was that the member that was like
driving the ship
on the bridge, or what? I still have some questions, but for the most part, I think I got it.
I think you did a good job, Therese.
Yeah.
We'll give you the kudos. So he's a different play, I guess.
He left his gun at home. He had to bring a sword out.
Oh my god. All right, cool. Well, this was a great track. Add it to your summer playlist. It'll be a hit. But speaking of the next song, we have Goosebumps, which is the next one.
I have one note.
Oh, okay. What's your note?
Popping and Boy with Love are also in the same key.
Oh.
Out.
Sorry, I was doing some research.
Now I'm gonna have to listen to them back to back now.
They
Anyway,
probably go well together.
It would seem like it because when I was doing some research, I saw several fan mashups.
Oh, okay. Well, that would explain a lot. So, all right, cool.
Yeah.
Well, let's see if this song will be mashup worthy. Goosebumps.
Every song's
Last album.
mashup worthy. A little
That's true.
dedication.
시간이 됐어, baby. 꼭 내가 나타날게 네 앞에. 무섭던 너의 밤은 내 목소리로 채울게. 스멀스멀 느껴본지 너라는 주제에 미쳐 감정의 영국을 타고 지금 가고 있어 나. 내날 꿈을 꾸며 잊혀진 시계 없다면 그걸 다시 코딩할게. 조금만 더 기다려. 아스라이 퍼지는 빛
Love this pre-chorus.
길을 비추고 너의 향기가 나를 이끌어. 왜 이래 나 네가 내게 보여 막 뒤섞여가 끝까지 깊이 날 속에 아찔한 순간 깊숙이 파고든다.
So quiet.
That was so sick.
날 공격해 더 뜨거워지자고 이 정도는 그냥 가보자고. 가시도진 길을 헤쳐 숨고를 틈 없이 달려 날 부른 소리 향해 가. 그댄 너였으니까. 너의 목소리가 날 이끌어. 이 기분 뭐야 내 가슴 깊이 네가 퍼져간다. 언제든 찬란히 스며들어 나를 움직이는 너. 소스라친 이 느낌은 날 새롭게 해. 너와 나 사이 뛰는 스팟 빰빰빰빰빰. 구석구석 어두운 곳을 함께
Dude,
밝히자.
that melody choice is so sick.
알잖아 우리의 춤을 light your 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 light. Boom. 하늘을 가리던 얼음물이 전부 다 부서져 우리 앞에서. 표정이든 나를 향해 타나니든 날아온다 피해 피해 널 구해. 시간이 제멋대로 뒤죽박죽 엉켜버려 너와 나를 해치려 해도. 태양이 뜨는 방향 빛보다 많이 달려 돌려 돌려 제자리로. 기분 뭐야 내 가슴 깊이
That outfit is crazy.
흠칫한 찬란하게 스며들어 날 움직이는 너.
Cube is back.
Not the cube again.
The cube is back.
All
right.
right. This was Goosebumps from
We
On
gotta
and Off.
ignore a lot of lore here.
I do agree with Gunky. Those tentacles did remind me of I was like, wow, they got a cameo from that S-Class music video. That's crazy. From the tentacle monster. Wild. Cool of them to show up.
This is a pretty fun song. I don't really know. I really don't know what the genre is. I was trying to think about it.
It was yes.
It was good. It was good. It's good music. People were talking about the bass, the modulated, really gritty, dirty bass. It's very Aespa's Next Level to
Yeah.
me.
Ooh, yeah.
The way, not only the way that it's like used sort of as a melody, but also modulated. It's pretty cool. I think that it was Wyatt that had that rap early on, right? I think before the first chorus. I think in the first verse. He had a rap where it was like a different type of beat rather than like a trap beat that he had a really interesting flow on that I appreciate. It was actually kind of reminding me of a comment that I wanted to make on the last video. What I'll kind of lump into this one is that a lot of the ways that I judge or kind of critique rappers and like whether I like them more than others or like how I like judge them in K-pop groups is typically like their ability to adapt to different beats and their ability to contribute to songs that don't normally call for rap. Um Now for this song I think is definitely more in the line of a song that obviously can call for a rap part, but I wanted to kind of get that in because the summer song we just listened to was like a very light upbeat song where I also thought Wyatt had a really good part. So just an extension of that comment into this is I also think that he did a really good job with his flow here and making it sound unique. I think that's kind of all I have. I thought the music video was fun, but again, a little lost in the lore. But not really what I'm paying attention to. So it was good.
Fair enough.
I also want to point out that Wyatt has a singing part in this.
Yes, you did. Yeah, a
Ooh,
little bit.
And
yeah.
that was really good. I was pretty impressed. Which I feel like we probably had heard him sing before, but this one was very much like a solo, like zoom in on his face kind of singing.
More prominent. Yeah, for sure.
And it sounded really, really good with the modulated bass. It was so cool. His voice, I just think it's perfect for this kind of song. You know, putting us in a cave and whatever the verse was in My Name. It's definitely stinky. This is a stinky song. I love it. I mean, I'm a huge fan of aespa generally, so it makes sense that this would be right up my alley. I swear, I've never heard this in my life. This might have been when I was like, I was just not paying as much attention to On and Off, and now I feel bad knowing that it was their last comeback since they went into the military.
Oh my god.
But I remember I've heard the B-sides on this album, so why is it so surprising to me? I don't know. Maybe I never associated it with On and Off because it is the least On and Off sounding song that we've gotten.
That's fair. Yeah.
And yeah, I don't see Hwang Hyun on this track. I only see. Oh wait, yeah, I do. Never mind. It's just a lot of his team in Mono Tree, and then he's at the end. So interesting stuff. I'm sure they were inspired at the time by aespa because aespa was popping off. But they definitely did something kind of crazier, like especially towards the end when they were like the hamster voice.
Ramp up. Yeah.
Yeah, I thought that was gonna go into a key change.
Nope.
Which
I also thought same.
I could have taken it or left it. It's fine.
I thought it was fun.
Yeah, no, I thought it was cool too. I didn't know where it was gonna be when we got out. I was like, are we shifting keys or are we going back to normal? Went back to normal. That's fine. I don't dock any points for it. I actually didn't really. I mean, the only similarities it really has to aespa is it just has that like industrial sound kind of just naturally with that bass.
Oh,
I think
for
that's
sure.
really it. I mean, it probably definitely I would say is instrumentational reference there for sure, but
I think especially when it was doing those breaks of sort of like R&B breakdowns, that's when I was like, oh, I've heard this before.
Okay, yeah, I can see
that's
that.
not something most of these kinds of songs do, but I do.
Was this released around the same time?
2021, so
Like a little after?
It's later, but I'm sure like we're never dissing on people using similar sounding melodies or instrumentation. I think it if you're inspired by it and you want to make something like that, go ahead. There's no issue.
Oh yeah, I'm
there's
all
no
for
plagiarism. It's just inspiration.
There's no 100% original music, you know.
Yeah. But that's what genres do.
That's what they be doing. You're right.
Yeah.
I thought this was great. I was very surprised. Very similarly to Therese, this is not the sound I would typically associate with On and Off, but I was pleasantly surprised at listening to this track. That like again that really like distorted modulated bass that Alex was referring to. I feel like that's so nice. I love that. Like I liked how it just started off like that and gets you right into the song. I also really liked the pre-chorus a lot in this song. I thought it was really beautiful in contrast that like dirty, like gritty, crunchy sort of synth work, which was nice. I'm pretty sure, if I'm not mistaken, that may have been Ishin who was doing the like pre-chorus section. Was really nice, and I also enjoyed the chorus a lot. I thought that was a nice kind of like, again, jumping from like sound to sound to sound. I thought it worked out pretty well. As well as that, I was a little taken back by that bridge, especially like that speed ramp section. I was very surprised that that happened, but overall, I thought it was very fun. And I would agree. I think Wyatt absolutely crushed this song. But I also got to give a shout out. I'm pretty sure MK did a like rap section per se, like in that last bit of the song.
They had like a chanting,
like a
sort
chant
of rap
section, yeah.
but that was like all members. I don't know.
It
if
did
that's what
sound
you're
like
talking about.
everybody, but I know like
Oh.
MK was at the front, so I don't know if they like just propped his vocals up a little bit more. But that was really fun. I love the ending of the track. I thought that really kind of sold it that much more. But I'd love to go back and listen to this one because I feel like giving this song one listen is not enough. So I was very surprised at how this one wind up turning out to be. But yeah, overall, I was very impressed by this one. This is one I will for sure be going back to. So, very nice, very nice. Okay, cool. We're gonna move on to the next one. It looks like we have on the list is Your Song, which is this off the same release, Therese?
No, this is actually, so they went into the military after Goosebumps.
Ooh, okay.
And they released this song as part of a special album, which is parentheses storage of On and Off while they were in the military. So they must have prepared all of this before they enlisted because you're not allowed to work
Sure, yeah.
your regular job when you're serving. So
Is that pretty common for boys groups? Since obviously you're more of a boy group.
I mean, that's the law. you
No,
can't.
no. I'm saying like,
Oh,
is
to
it common for
release
group
something?
like
Oh, yeah,
Like
yeah.
prepare stuff.
prepare
I'd
stuff?
say it's
Yeah.
pretty common. It's definitely, it depends on what the group is, how much they prepared. But yeah, it's common to have at least one track,
Just
maybe not a
locked
whole
up. Yeah,
album.
Sure.
That was a lot.
Yeah, that is crazy. That's good for them that they were
Which
able to do
Some
that.
of these are like remastered versions of their original songs.
Okay.
But still, 5 new songs from On and Off.
I also got to mention, as a mental note for the future, there will be a trivia question at some point asking you guys what K-pop song says "goose" 5 times in the chorus.
We're gonna be like, IU, what was that IU song with the goose in it?
There's a lot of gooses in that music video. I mean, song.
I saw
mean,
like three gooses.
I feel like, yeah, there's gonna be at least one question about Cube
Geese.
lore that Therese is gonna know off the top of her head. So.
Wait, there's another connection.
Oh
Goose,
God.
IU, Cube.
We're just gonna move on to the next song.
I'm convinced they're related.
Oh my God. All right, we're gonna get to Your Song. We're gonna check on
IU PowerPoint from Therese coming soon.
We're gonna
How
make sure
IU is the queen of the K-pop metaverse.
everybody make sure to check on Therese after this stream. Make sure to just message her, see how she's doing. Make sure she's drank a lot of water.
멀리서도 넌 날 불러 이 바람 어딘가 묻어있는 너의 목소리가 들려 모든 곳에서 들려온 소리가 내 숨해 너의 발걸음 너의 목소리 너의 모든 하나가 내게 영감이 돼 악보에 너의 조상아를 그리게 돼 Everything for you 불러볼게 너의 일상을 여기서 흘러나오는 이 노래 세상에 하나뿐인 너의 노래 잠에서 깬 너의 아침이 낯설지 않게
know, there's so many.
This looks
They
really familiar.
multiplied.
내가 현실이 되게 넌 꿈을 꿔줘 내일보다 먼 미래를 내가 보여줄게 비로소 알게 된 건 너로 알게 된 이 감정 내가 노래가 될게 넌 날 모든 것이 돼줘 내일 매일 너를 담은 노래 부를 수 있게 내일도 쓰리 페이지 항상 너에게 들려줄게 난 너의 노래야 난 너의 노래야 난 너의 노래야
Oh, they're gone. Anyway, that was On and Off, your song. If you're joining us tonight, very nice. I guess I'll go first.
Take it away.
This song to me felt like they got to highlight more of the people that I feel like I haven't personally highlighted a lot in these two streams for On and Off. Sungjun, Ishin, and you. I feel like they all sounded really fantastic in this song. I also got to give a shout outs to Wyatt because like he was doing a lot of singing and he sounded great. So I hope that maybe future material would serve him better in terms of his clean singing. But man, it was so much fun. This was a great track. I think like the liveliness of it's like got kind of like a pop rock sort of feel to it, which I enjoyed. I think the song was just really well put together. I think everybody kind of had their moments where they all shined, but overall, I felt like probably my favorite parts of the song were that pre-chorus into the chorus. I thought that was really nice. I think the transition between those three members, as I mentioned before, I think was really well put together. But yeah, this was a great track. I was very surprised at this one. This feels a little bit more in what I would expect On and Off to do. I will say, at least, and typically I am a key change like fan. I did feel like it was like it didn't necessarily need a key change, but I do appreciate that it was in it. I was surprised that they decided to include it, but yeah, overall, like the track. I would probably put this pretty up to like mid to high tier for sure.
Okay, I can go. I can't really add much onto that. I feel like I don't really have too much to comment other than like military fan song, wholesome, cute. I enjoyed the my personal opinion as a ballad hater is I'm glad it wasn't a ballad.
Oh yeah.
I'm
with you.
So it gets points for not being like an emotional ballad while they're gone. I did like the whole like kind of, as Brandon mentioned, pop rock kind of guitar included motif. I thought that was fun. I also liked Wyatt's singing. He reminds me when he sings. He actually reminds me a lot of, and this isn't to like, I don't want to make comparisons again all night. I feel like I keep making comparisons, but I can't help myself. That's what I do. Reminds me a lot of BM in a way.
Oh, okay.
The way that
yeah,
like his tone and then the way he stylizes his voice and the way his vocals are processed when he sings, which is a good thing. I think a very good thing. Obviously has its own uniqueness, but in the song especially reminded me of some of the card stuff with BM singing a little bit.
Nice. Therese, your thoughts?
I'm with you, Brandon. I think they did a good job highlighting the members that we don't usually point out. And I even went back to because I was like, oh, there was that one like second verse where I remember you was singing, and then wait, what was his name? I'm trying to use correct stage names now. Sungjin.
Sungjin.
Sungjin was singing,
Yeah.
and then I was like, there was a third singer. Who was that? I like that guy. It was Wyatt. I didn't associate it with Wyatt sounds.
That's fair. Yeah.
So I did really like their verses a lot in this one, but for the most part, to me, this is just a very vanilla military comeback song. Like it would fill my heart with the hole they left behind, but it's not really doing anything crazy. It doesn't seem like a song that's trying to chart, really. It's just a nice song. And it fits very well into my Cube lore, which is that
Fuck.
while On and Off have left the area, the cube is now multiplying and wreaking havoc without On and Off to hold it together.
So if we can get some Teresa's cube lore clarification here, is the giant red cube at the end IU?
No. IU's just
Okay,
a
I'm lost.
player in this world.
All right, I'm lost in multiple instances of lore at this point then.
I'm having an aneurysm.
These cubes are the cubes that go after IU.
I feel like Therese is gonna be Charlie from It's Always Sunny and just have a board. We're gonna see her next week. Her hair is gonna be all messed up. She'll have like a cork board in the back of her screen. The whole JB, all that stuff will be covered up, and Therese will be like, "Listen, I've had coffee for the past 5 days, and I am trying to decipher this cube lore. I've been watching IU. I've been watching this music video. I've been watching anything related to Cube Entertainment, and I put the pieces together, guys. I put it together." And that's what we're
Everything leads back to Cube Entertainment.
It does. It does. They are the real evil.
Yeah. That's what you should know. So you should take away from that. Cube, just as I mentioned last week. Cube equals bad. No. Yeah. So there we go.
It's funny how many series and how many videos that single sheet of paper will do you good for now.
Yeah, for real.
That will be like the single most referenced single sheet of paper in K-pop.
If it goes well, we'll just put it on a shirt and you guys can buy it. For the homies, you know. Anyway, if we get another music video with cube lore, if we see more cubes throughout the rest of this On and Off stream, I'm gonna be.
We've seen a lot of that cube. I think it's a major player at this point.
Anyway, we're gonna move on to the next one. We have My Song, which is perfectly placed after your song. So let's go.
I think it's a B-side on the same album.
Oh, nice. Okay, cool. Let's get into it.
널 보고 싶다고 소리를 내어 말하면 금방 눈앞이 또 흐려지는 탓에 난 노래만 부른다 가슴이 뛰는 소리 여전히 변함없고 오늘도 깊어진 밤의 한켠에 앉아 보내는 나의 노래 밤새 움튼 나의 진심이 동이 트면 변할 거야 내 목소리가 향기가 되어 너에게 닿을게 오늘도 항상 곁에서 지켜줄게 너의 일상을 내 목소리로 채워줄게 그때 그 설렘 그대로 남아 모든 걸 담아 함께 아침에 일어날 수 있게 힘든 하루 보냈을 땐 너의 꿈에 찾아갈게 꿈에서도 함께 할게 오르막길에서
Yo, this piano player is popping off.
조금 늦더라도 함께 걷는 시간이 길면 지치지 않아
Great harmony.
밤새 움튼 나의 진심이 동이 트면 변할 거야 내 목소리
transfer. The head voice was nice.
너와 나의 계절은 항상 처음 만난 여름처럼 눈이 시리게 빛나고 있음에 오늘도 노래해 들리니 들리니
Huh. All right, cool. That was my song from On and Off. If you were joining us,
Not your song.
Not your song.
Not
This
your
is my
song.
song.
This is my song.
Okay,
My
my
song.
song.
My song.
All right. Well, my song got a little Disney Pixar parade at the end there.
We're waiting for
A little
we're waiting for the mouse to show up.
yeah. It got a little
Come join
heavy-handed
us at
with
our theme park.
the instrumentation got a little heavy-handed at the end there, but I think as far as a song like this goes, typically not my favorite. We all know that.
Boo. No.
It's fair. Boo me, I'll take it. I think the piano was very well written and fun. Which was cool. I really liked Ishan and Hyojin's vocals. I think Hyojin popped off in this song. Very solid. The only thing I won't say that I didn't like it. I just thought it was odd and it took me out was like when the instrumentation got like I said, a little celebratory Disney music at the end. But otherwise pretty good. And more Wyatt singing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We take it.
He got
like-
a
we
long
like that.
verse.
He did have a long verse. Yeah.
Yeah, we like that.
Trees, would you like to cook next?
I'll cook. As someone who's been listening to a lot of contemporary classical music, I do not hear Disney at all. I hear the welcome back song after an intermission, maybe. I hear
okay.
more in the Broadway realm of composition. And the biggest player for me was the piano, because you don't usually hear that much piano in like theme park music or honestly like movie music. It's usually all about the strings.
Yeah.
So I think that added a little more of a Broadway or stage show sense to it. I do think it's kind of a headbanger, especially when it started popping off with all those rhythmic melodies when Wyatt was singing / rapping. I forgot. It was a Wyatt part.
It's all both.
Yeah, and it was really very rhythmic and fun, but there was definitely like different scenes of the song where it's like, oh, the little soft plunky part, oh, the very big grand part. So not it was very like show vibes of in that sense. But it was beautiful. This is a beautiful composition, and it's so funny to me that this is still the same producer that they keep using. Like,
Man, he's cooking.
dude knows a lot about music. Is all I can say. I'm wondering if he actually produced for any of the like Broadway shows, and now I'm wondering how many of the On and Off dudes are going to end up on Broadway, because I know that tends to be like a pretty common link is K-pop singers to Broadway, which makes sense. They get a lot of stable vocals while they're dancing and stuff. So I'm curious.
That's fair. That's fair. Do you want to give a shout out to Beva? Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for coming for On and Off for part 2. Big salutes.
And I will shout out the person that requested this in our comment section. Insert name here. That's their
nice.
username.
Well, it's their song. It's
Yeah.
their well. It's
Oh,
not
right,
theirs.
because it's my song. It's not your song. It's my song.
My head. Fuck. This is after the Q rant. Oh man, Q lore. Oh
No, we're
my
done.
brain.
We're done
My
with the
brain.
cube lore for
My
now.
brain. Anyway, the song itself was good. I was very surprised. I kind of feel like it's actually in the middle of both what both what Therese and Alex said. It kind of reminds me a little bit of Disney, but also kind of reminds me of like something you hear off Broadway. I do agree with Therese that you do hear more piano in like Broadway style music, but I could definitely hear like I would say the Disney-esque aspect of it is like more so I guess in the movement of the song. It feels very like whimsical, very flowy, and I think that a lot of like Disney songs that have that sort of elementation can be also heard in this track. Um I really liked the you could hear a lot more of the vocal medleys going on here. I think there was a good combination between like different harmonies and stuff. My favorite was probably actually Hyojin and Yu. I think their combination was really really nice. Especially when they were harmonizing. I thought that was really cool. Ishin also had stuck out to me a lot in this song as well. Really like his vocals. I'm excited to pick out more of his stuff within more on and off music. Um, but as well as that, yeah, I the only gripe that I might have about it is I do find that like the instrumentation kind of does crush the vocals just a smidge. I don't know if it was just kind of like again maybe just the mix. And I know YouTube also has like some compression and stuff, but it did seem like the vocals were just a smidge, too low. So I think that was the only thing that I would have a particular, not even really a complaint about, but just maybe just a critique. It did feel a little soft, but other than that, I thought it was a very solid song. And I think it works well in their catalog. So great choice to insert username here on YouTube. Thank you for the suggestion. Very cool. All right, cool. We're gonna move on to the next one, which is Love Effect. Very nice. Is this off the same? This is same.
No, this is comeback from 2023. So I think at this
Oh.
point they're out of the military. If I'm
Hey, yo.
correct.
Okay, a little bit of a time skip.
Yeah. All right, cool. Let's get into Love Effect.
가만히 있기 힘들어 느껴지니 이르던 공기에 떨림이 커졌어
The bass is fun.
원한다면 이 기분 몸짓으로 표현해 세상에 없던 춤을 출게
Just for you.
심장이 내 귓가로 온듯
Oh.
두근대는 소리가 커 어젯밤 사이 우리 둘 사이 뭔가 변한 것 같아 너와 내 맘이 길었던 밤은 안녕 내가 불을 켤게 바람이 불어 너라는 계절 그 너머로 사랑이 분다
It's love effect. 내가 좋은 사람이 된 것 같은 기분. 마치 sunflower 너한테 난
piano run?
reach. Before I met you, I was a click. 전혀 빛을 보지도 못했는데. Now I feel my life just blow the cloud. 모든 건 내게 향해.
말로 못해 난 여태 꾹꾹 누른 맘 탓에 붕괴되기 직전이었어 마치 누런이 싱크된 듯 너의 감정을 다 느껴 내가 넌지 혹 네가 난지 구분 안 될 정도야 너와 내 맘에 길었던 날은 안녕 내가 불을 켤게 바람이 불어 너라는 계절 그 너머로 사랑이 분다 너의 웃음 네 향기 내게 닿은 순간 느껴진 사랑의 입자
I love that little bit of funky guitar.
너의
Nice.
눈과 네 눈빛 내게 닿은 사랑의 파도 난 위로 내게 Goosebumps 한 걸 바람이 분다 oh yeah 아주 먼 날에
Key change again. Let's go.
다른 모습이어도 그때도 만나 이별해서 못 바라니
Oh,
Interesting.
I hope they didn't die in that Thanos snap. You know, that's terrible. Anyway, that was Love Effect from. No, not the cube. Don't, Sarah, stop. Not cubed. Oh, no. I can't escape it in this dream. Anyway, that was Love Effect from On and Off. Thanks for hanging out and joining Cube Lore, I guess. I don't know. I've lost the plot somewhere. Guess I'll go first. This is a banger. I love this song. This is probably my favorite song of the night, honestly. This was so much fun. I love the instrumentation. Their piano player, whoever did the piano on the song, you deserve a gold star because, man, he was popping off. Whoever it was, they were popping off. It was so much fun. Like, there was definitely moments throughout the song I was like, man, they let that piano player cook, and I was so about that. I really loved Wyatt's rap section. I thought that was really fun. I also love how they cut out like a large majority of the instrumentals and just had him kind of just do his thing. So that was really fun. That chorus is like massive. I love the way that they kind of put out all of these like different instrumentations throughout like the mix of the chorus. You had some like cool like horn parts. There is some like I'm pretty sure the guitar player was doing like octaves and stuff, so it had this really cool kind of like funky, like octavey sort of riff going on that I really liked. I think the vocal melody choices were really fun, and I think it was only further exacerbated in that like last chorus where they had the key change. I thought that was great. All the vocals were awesome. I think the layering in this song, you can definitely tell like like the seasonedness of their vocals. And I really, really love it. I think they're like they had a sense of warmness to their vocals that I don't, not to discredit their like prior material, but there was just something like really warm and like inviting about the way that they stylized their vocals in this song. So yeah, this is like 11 out of 10 for me. This is again probably my favorite so far of tonight. 100%.
Damn.
Wow.
Loved it. Great.
I can go. Sorry, I was trying to look something up about the song. I thought it was interesting the song is sub 3 minutes.
Yeah, it does
But
feel like longer.
It really doesn't. It does not
doesn't
feel
feel that.
short at all.
Wow.
It feels I don't know, like a 3.5 minute song, like a very normal. Well, I guess not normal anymore, but what used to be like normal song length. That's pretty cool. It definitely commend the songwriter on that, making it feel, it's like a tightly wrapped package.
Oh yeah.
Very full sounding song, pretty short package. I think when did this song come out? That's what I was looking up, but I didn't get a chance
It
to
came
look.
out 9 months
October
ago,
of
October
last
4th
year.
of last year.
October. Okay, interesting. I was guessing that it came out like August because it gives very end of summer vibes to me.
I could hear that. Yeah.
Other than that, I mean, I think I probably just touch on most of Brandon's points. I like the incorporation of the funk guitar a lot. There's a little bit of like jazzy elements in there. I like it seems like they had a lot of synth brass and like synth like synth horns, I guess. It was cool. Definitely adds to that. The thing I liked most about the instrumentation was they started off with it just that really like fat, deep bass.
Yeah.
And it's like a synth bass. And if anyone is like familiar with synthesizers or like styles of synth basses, I guess it has a very like Moog sound. If anyone's familiar, it's like a very, I can't think of a better word. It's like a very wet sounding bass. And it's cool. Good use.
Therese.
I feel like I'm still taking it all in. I couldn't pay attention to the actual music video. I could recognize that it was bright and colorful,
I'm
but
with you.
there was
I didn't see a thing.
I know there was so much going on musically that I was like invested in. um I do think it was when it first started, I don't think I've heard this before or seen this before. It must have slipped through the cracks, but when it started and they came with the horns, I thought it was just going to be like a typical on and off track. But then for Wyatt's verse, they went straight up ragtime, which is
Yeah.
so much fun. I love ragtime so much. And I was hoping that they would like do another portion like that, but they didn't.
Oh.
But it's okay because they worked the piano in for the rest of the song. And then like they started adding in the horns again and some strings, and it became a pretty big production. I also really love the key change at the end. That was took me to the moon. Yeah, it was really great. It was a really great it was a fun song to listen to actively. So I hope I think this is a good iconic like comeback after military song.
Yeah, I think I'm the only thing that I'm probably curious about is like how well it was received, or maybe, you know, like what people's thoughts were when it released, because it wasn't that terribly long ago, but
No.
I'm always curious, like especially for guys groups more specifically, like coming off military and stuff, to see like, I guess, like people's perspective on those groups, you know, post military. So if anyone knows, let me know. I'd be curious. It says Youthful might have Youthful mentioned that I think it was their highest selling album in Korea. That's a pretty bold statement. That is true.
I think it definitely had a jump because I'm just going off of the sales summary.
Mm-hmm.
Although that's Japanese sales. Oh my gosh, there's so many different types of sales.
First week sales is usually what I think is. I don't know if Korea runs by the same metrics, but I know normally it's within that. Like,
there's a lot of different metrics. Korea runs by like every metric you can think of.
well, yeah.
Yeah, I'm just gonna say, based off of total sales, they definitely had like a ramp up from We Must Love had like 20,000 copies sold, and then Beautiful Beautiful got into 80,000, and
shit.
they kept increasing to 100.
It's a really good
100K.
increase.
I know. And then I think their military album itself only got 41K, but the comeback,
That
this
makes
one
sense.
got 133. So they
Oh my
keep
God.
growing.
Yeah.
That also like lines up, I think, with the explosion of like physical sales as well.
Oh, true.
Now it's a little bit on the decline now, but I think around that time, you seeing those numbers ramp up like that, obviously not discrediting their growth and popularity, but I think it also does line up with just like where the sales trends were going with K-pop physical sales at the time too.
Yeah, and then their most recent album only had 98,000, so it's coming back down. But they still have
but
good
it's coming back down for
popularity.
everybody.
Yeah.
Well, most groups are coming down right now. The sales are physical sales are on the decline, generally speaking.
Gotcha.
COVID was a huge thing for K-pop physical sales because everyone just had extra money.
Yeah.
So now that like that's kind of gone, it's like slowly on a ramp down, and people are spending their money elsewhere, like trying to afford tickets to go see those idols.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That is true. That is very true. Cool. Well, yeah, I'll definitely have to check out this album. So if you have any recommendations for this release, let me know in the comments. I will check it out. I'd love to see it. But the next one we have here is Beautiful Shadow, which I don't know if this is on the same release or not.
This is a new comeback, and this is actually a teaser video, a lore video. I'm not sure, but I was like, I've never seen this, and it might give us more context to the actual title track. So let's watch it.
All right, let's check it out.
Oh.
Oh boy.
Oh. You in the afterlife?
I was nobody.
Oh my god. That's scary.
The story began from here. A letter from an unknown origin. Because of it, everything has changed. And confusion has started. Unknowingly, the moments are recognized.
What's the vibe here? Is it
Faces
cold?
I cannot recall.
They found the cubes, guys.
Oh my god.
Everything's bad now.
Originally, I didn't exist.
Nope, this is the song.
I should not be here. Run. Run away. I gotta run. Hurry. I need to get out of here. Now. Who am I?
I have so many. What? What is this?
Okay.
Okay.
I don't know what's going on. Oh god.
Whoa.
No, stop. Stop, chat. Anyway, this is beautiful chat. Yeah, maybe we got. I don't know. Who knows? They're all gone. They knew we were talking about on and off beautiful shadow, and they need to let us know that we can buy viewers.
They're cubes.
They're cubes.
They're cubes. They're all
We-
cubes.
Interesting. I don't know what to make of this, honestly.
All right. I think that we probably needed to know what the letter said.
Oh, for sure.
And they really inconveniently did not put text,
text
on
on the
screen for what
screen,
it
yeah.
was. So I don't know what the letter said. So if anyone knows what that said, that would probably help us understand this a little bit more, because I don't really understand why we're running and what we're running from, because I assumed that what was
I
in the
think we know,
letter was
guys.
yeah, I think we know, but
I think we know.
I don't know
It's
where
the same thing
I
that
need.
IU was running from.
Yeah, true.
How many times will Therese bring this up? Yes.
I'm just saying it's connected.
I will
Guys, stay
say,
tuned.
I
Next
would-
week, Therese will have a solo stream where she talks about all of these counterpoints and everything. So
I will say the score here, I would take a lot of that in songs and be very happy with it.
Oh yeah,
Agreed. Oh, yeah.
for sure.
It was cool.
Yeah.
Definitely. Okay, well. I think
Also, Wyatt's voice was too deep. That was
why? You
that
didn't
was
like
too
him
deep.
talking.
I didn't need it to be that deep the entire time. Okay, it was scary.
That was the point, I think.
I was scared.
He was like, that's the point.
No,
Bruce. The
That
key
was
like
to
Wyatt
hard to
narrating?
listen to. Yeah, that was Wyatt. It had to be Wyatt.
I thought it was MK.
It would have been funny if it was MK though. That's his actual talking voice, is just a really
Yeah.
like low. But he sings super high. I'd respect that. That'd be hard as fuck.
That'd be crazy.
That'd be awesome. And then it'd be great if like Wyatt was the opposite and he sings and raps in the low tone, but then he talks in
said
the high
that
tone.
he's a princess in his verses for my name. He was
Well.
like, I'm actually a princess.
Well, there you go. Lore
Okay.
confirmed. I'm just kidding. On the part, but
Neva said, in the next MV, we will understand. So
Okay.
yeah.
I think it's time.
Yeah.
Let's go. Buy My Monster. Let's rock.
Oh, they're running. They're running. Lord.
너를 떠나야 하는 건 그 사람이 아닌 바로 나란 걸 알게 된 그날부터 비가는 계속되었고 온몸이 불덩이처럼 뜨거워지는 게 무서웠어 I cannot handle this anymore 혼돈 속에 갇혀선 채로 뒷걸음질 하다가도 내 시선은 너에게로 보이면 안 되는 것이 보여 널 원할수록 난 괴물이 될 것 같아 I don't wanna be a monster 나를 완전히 끊어내줘 내 가족일 것 같아도 넌 모른 척 지나쳐줘 나를 구원하려 한다면 내가 절망을 더 느끼게 놓아줘 유형이 되어 떠도는 고백의 문장은 여전히 나를 옥죄어 힘들게 해 꿈을 꾸듯 살다가도 너의 천사 같은 미소가 내게 알려줘 여긴 지옥이야 I'm in the hell so fully 더 가면 갈수록 풀리지 않는 걸
마이크
조금만 하가는 섬을 보고서 나도 꿈을 꿔 이대로는 안 돼 난 괴물이 될 것 같아 I don't wanna be a monster 나를 완전히 끊어내줘 내가 죽을 것 같아도 넌 모른 척 지나쳐줘 나를 구원하려 한다면 내가 절망을 더 느끼게 놓아줘 그다음에 기억이 왜곡되어 꾸며질 때까지 넌 나를 떠올리지 말게 난 밤하늘 좁한 궤도를 비껴던 햇살일 뿐이야 마음의 호수에 파문을 점점 번져가더니 나를 일렁이게 해 사랑은 이렇게 내게 가혹한 재앙이 됐어
This bridge is so cool.
너를 탐한 채로 나 저주에 빠진다면 한 찰나라도 좋으니 널 가지고 싶었는데 환상이 될 수 없는 우리 이어갈 수 없는 이야기 마침내 안녕
All right, cool. That was a Buy My Monster from On and Off. You were joining.
Let's go.
Very cool.
Wow.
Therese,
I
you want
can-
to? Oh, Alex.
All right,
Sorry.
Therese, rip it. Therese
Okay.
first. Therese first.
Therese first.
This is
Therese first.
guys, this is the end of the cube lore. There's no cube in this one. And you want to know why? It's because this comeback was after IU's comeback, where V beat the cube to death. And now there's no more cube. I don't know.
Oh my
I don't
God.
know, guys. I'm done with the cube. I'm just gonna talk about the song. Actually,
a-
I do remember. I do remember watching this music video now, and it was
Okay.
purely because of that bird cage set that they made.
Yeah.
Oh
That was
my
great.
god. I remember I couldn't stop. I would like pause it and move it and pause it and move it because I couldn't tell if it was like a set or if it was just like CGI. I swear it's a set, guys, and you don't understand how hard it is to build something that big out of just like rebar or like metal. Oh my god, I'm so impressed. Birdcage, new birdcage lore. Birdcage is now the main character. I love it. I think it's so beautiful. That's gonna be the next thing that I model and print.
Yeah, I was just
gonna
gonna say, and
say, yeah.
soon
Yeah.
soon you will see a picture of Therese's brand new 3D printed birdcage.
3D printed on and off by my monster birdcage. Yeah, I'm so excited. But
Oh my
Sarah,
God.
it's to keep the goose.
is that? Oh yeah, it's for all the gooses in Goosebumps for sure.
Oh God.
But the music itself is beautiful. I love that they're sticking with this orchestral sound for them. I don't really know how it got there, but it did, and I'm happy with it. They've really like amped up the melodies for this one in particular because it's so like delicate but also very
Oh.
strong.
So good.
And yeah, I have a lot to process, but I love it.
Alex, you want to go?
Yeah, sure. I love this song. This is the only ONF song that I have heard prior
Oh
to,
wow.
to this
Okay.
series, I think. Because I looked on my Spotify to see if I had any saved songs from them, and this was the one. And I am reminded why I saved it. It's a very, very good song.
Oh yeah.
I really like how it's like a high-ish energy rock song, but it's also like a really beautiful song.
Yeah.
Like with the strings and the orchestra vibes. It's that part where they like post chorus with the Anyang, and then the
Oh yeah, the
orchestral
Anyang.
stuff comes in. I
Oh.
don't know, something about it hits really hard every time. And while there are like a lot of standout parts in the song, for some reason that gets me every time. That's like I'm locked in whenever I hear that. I thought I don't know which two members it was, but there was a really good harmony on. I don't remember thinking back if it was the bridge or just in one of the verses, but they were like back to back, very good harmonies. But then also in the bridge there was a lot of like, I don't know what the proper term is, but like vocal handoffs. Like there was a lot of like
Yeah, so
panned different
passing.
vocals
Yeah,
back
yeah.
and forth. That I also thought was cool and unique. So very, very good song. And the music video is beautifully shot.
Mm.
Again, a little lost in the lore. I don't know that I really have cleared up stuff from the film we watched before this. But individually they're both very good.
Yeah, it looks like
There
Beba
was
said it.
Ishan and Hyojin. Cool.
Hyojin, yeah.
Appreciate
So.
it. Appreciate it.
Ooh,
Yeah,
and
like their harmony a lot.
Beba said they had an actual live orchestra on stage for their comeback.
Let's go.
That's
I
sick.
gotta find them. I gotta find the videos for that. That's crazy.
That's hard. That's hard. I love that. I love that for them. I feel like this song definitely subverted my expectation. I thought for whatever reason, watching that movie, I thought for sure they were gonna have like a hard hitting, like more electronic based song. So when I heard this, I was a little bit. I mean, again, just based off the instrumentation of that first thing and not obviously knowing this song prior to listening to it just moments ago. But
Brandon
I
said he
think
doesn't like On and Off.
I feel like it was hard hitting though, but it
it
wasn't
was still
like
hard hitting, but not
it
like
wasn't
electronic.
hard hitting in the yeah.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
That's what I meant. Sorry, I wasn't done cooking, but I think the song was great. Really, I agree with Alex. The meshing of like the sort of rock based choruses and then just having those like orchestral elements that I feel like they incorporate really well into their music. I think it highlighted both of those things. I also got to give a shout outs to Wyatt's part because I was really not expecting that in this song, but I think it was actually really well implemented. And I think it was a nice like reprieve from like the more like orchestral elements or like more of the rock elements, and then the way that they were kind of able to build out of that like rap section from Wyatt I think was really nice into that like pre-chorus. I think they were able to implement that like sort of rock style guitar like build in and then get to that chorus again, which was really nice. The bridge was probably my favorite part of the song, and I think that's kind of cool because it kind of gives me a little bit more of a reference from when we did part one, which Teresa had mentioned they do like a lot of ensemble vocals, and I felt like for whatever reason the bridge gave me like a little bit more ensemble vocal vibes, which was really cool. And I don't know if it was intentional in terms of the musicality to, you know, obviously refer back to their like earlier time doing On and Off, but I think it was a nice musical motif that they obviously are known for. So that was really nice. I obviously got to give a shout outs to Hyojin / Brandon. I really liked his verses, his parts in the song. But I also really loved MK a lot in this song as well too. I think some of those like really powerful like notes that he hit in this song were great. And those two at least have been, I'd argue, probably the more standout members to me. But I will say I'll also give a shout outs to Ishin. I feel like he is slowly, at least for part two, has risen my ranks a little bit more, and I've been able to point out his vocals a lot more. So big salutes to him as well. But yeah, overall, this one was definitely a very, very, very good track. I'd probably put this like to mid to high as well too. I mean, like the movement of the track itself was just like really gorgeous, and like the orchestral elements actually gave me a little bit of like little light Studio Ghibli type feel, which is like, again, one of my favorite movie series of all time. So love that. So very great. I think a good one for them to come back to. So big salutes to On and Off. But I think we have one more on the playlist, which looks to be Chemical Type. And is this off the same release, Therese?
Yep, I just added a B-side.
Very nice.
For
Very nice.
for giggles.
All right, cool. Let's get into Chemical Type then.
한참이 나다운 템포 빗방울은 drop in my heart 1, 2, 3 내 맘엔 허전함이 선명해 있잖아 today 네가 보고 싶은 feeling 요동치는 맘속의 blue 넌 나의 potion 이끌림은 gravity 서로 떨어질 수 없는 like harmony So I say my chemical type 난 너로 뜨거워져 You're my chemical type 넌 날 움직여 우주 속으로 유일한 화식이야 So I'm your element every clue 닿지는 우리 chemistry
We don't have to make it any special tonight 난 너에게 딱히 어울리지 않는 vibe 끝하고 해본 사이도 아냐 우리 꽤 잘 맞네 항상 can you feel it? 의심하지 마 노래는 못하지만 너의 이름은 목이 나가더라도 크게 불러 말만 나는 줄 알아야 즐거운 달러
Be my emotion
Was that actually Wyatt the whole time?
Yeah.
하나가 된 새로운 세상이 된 거야 So I say my chemical type 난 너로 뜨거워져 You're my chemical type 넌 날 움직여 우주 속으로 유일한 화식이야 So 이건 마치 오디션 설명 못해 MBTI도
Ooh, cool
누런
bridge.
속에서 fly 심장 속은 firework I show that difference I'm the real I can take on everything for you 느껴봐 점점 퍼져간다 난 너와 하나가 돼 You're my chemical type 난 질뜨게 돼 우주 속으로 유일한 화식이야 So I'm your element every groove 닫히는 우리 on and off
So what about you? You better trust me like we're the only one with the perfect chemistry. You see? So big, we found each other. We're only ones.
Interesting.
Okay, cool.
That was not how I expected that song to end. Holy
Okay, bye,
shit.
Wyatt.
Wyatt
I
was
thought
like,
it was.
It's like he hung up early on the Discord.
Wyatt was like, let's go.
That's
we're out."
crazy. I thought it was over, and then it wasn't, and then I thought it
And then
wasn't
it
over,
was?
but it was.
And it was. Oh my god.
Oh,
Mixed
man.
signals here. All right, cool.
Yeah.
That was Chemical Type by On and Off, our final song of the evening. So, thanks for hanging out.
Yeah,
That was a fun one.
It
that was
was.
fun.
Boys can sing.
Boys can sing. Facts.
I really
Um,
liked but Wyatt's verse was like, I can't sing, but something about like singing your name is easy. And he like, it sounded like he purposely flubbed a couple of the notes, like you would if you were doing karaoke with friends and you
Yeah.
feel awkward about singing perfectly. It kind of sounded like that.
I mean,
Oh,
if
I
you're
guess
like-
I'll continue.
Yeah, you might as well go
Yeah.
to yeah, you're cooking.
I didn't pick this song for any particular reason. I think I just was like, I should add a B-side. Let me add something. And then when I heard this one, I was like, was it this one?
Yep.
There was one song that I was like, Brandon's gonna like the guitar on this, so I added it. But I don't know if it was. This
It was
one or-
not this one. Yeah, I didn't hear
Okay.
much guitar, I don't think.
But I thought it was a fun one, and I think it's a really good like example of the kind of songs they're doing now. We also almost got a little ragtime breakdown, but it just ended up being a little piano breakdown in the bridge.
Yeah.
And it's funny that I don't know. I'm losing my brain cells, but I think it's really fun, and I think I like the musicality that they're going with, and the fact that they've kept the same producer from like debut to now, or
Respect.
at least the same team.
Yeah.
I'm so impressed. So impressed.
Consistency, you know? Like to see it.
Oh, Wyatt's first verse gave me the vibes of I Don't Dance for High School Musical. It did kind of give me that vibe too.
Yikes.
Not my favorite like rap performance in this one particularly, but I still liked the verses. They were fun.
His singing was so good in this song, though.
His singing is so
that's-
good.
Pretty much all I was gonna say is like they're all their. I already said that all their singing is really good, but when I asked if that was why, I was like genuinely
Yeah.
asking because I was like, damn, that singing was really good. Did they like not switch the like the highlighted vocalist? Like was that
One
supposed to be
time they
somebody
actually
else?
got it right.
Like
They got it right.
oh my god, that was actually why he sounded really good. Not that he hasn't sounded good before, but I feel like in previously I have grown to associate his singing voice differently than how we heard it here.
I agree.
So I thought that was good. I thought the little guitar we got at the end, the guitar riffing was nice.
Yeah.
Especially I thought my only critique here is the end was fun and I liked the little like break and the fake out thing, and I wish they just drug it on a little bit longer.
Yeah.
It's not really like
It's kind of a short song, yeah.
oh yeah, it's under 3 minutes. Is it under 3 minutes? No, what is it?
It is.
Yeah, 2 is like
Oh,
240.
that's the end of it.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, like 250.
Okay.
Roughly.
Yeah, I thought it was really good. Again, obviously, just vocals are super, super strong. I think I've really grown to like Ishan's vocals a lot. And
Mm.
I notice it more in like these kind of videos where I can pay attention clearly just to like who's singing and matching their voice and their face. I think like watching these lyric videos is the best opportunity for me to get to know their voices better. I think by association. So what I've noticed, I think over watching a couple of these or like their um less like they're not full on music videos, but they're more like performance videos or whatever, live stuff, is that I really like his vocal tone and voice a lot. Coming from, I think in the beginning, I was very adamant on like MK Minkyun. I was like, oh, his voice is so unique and different, and it's definitely going to be my bias. And I think I have grown to not really have a bias at this point,
Solid.
Fair
which
enough.
is yeah, which is fine.
I guess for me, I was surprised by Sungjoon and You. I feel like those two at least stood out to me the most in the song. I think You was pretty early on in this track, and I really liked his tone. And then I know Sungjoon did a chorus, and then he might have done like a verse or something like that. But um, his vocals were really sick. I thought they were both really cool. Like I said in a previous song we did for On and Off, like I feel like there's some members that we've talked about that we haven't given enough love to, but I feel like they definitely stood out the most. Obviously, along with Wyatt, as I mentioned previously, um, but yeah, no, this was a very interesting song. Would definitely be willing, definitely gonna check out the rest of this album probably tomorrow. So excited to dive into this release because I liked the songs that were on this release so far. So I feel like I'll probably like the rest of the album most likely. So but yeah, this is a good one to end off with. I guess since I'm still talking, I'll probably say my favorites of the stream tonight. Um
Julia Stream.
I feel like I gotta put Love Effect on there. Uh, I'm gonna say Goosebumps and Popping, and then I'll give an honorable mention to TripAdvisor. I really like that song too.
Okay, I'm gonna say my favorite is By My Monster. Um, and then Popping. A third. Love Effect.
Oh wow, okay, that's a surprise.
Tough. Uh, Honorary mention to Goosebumps.
Mm.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Therese.
Hmm. This is hard because I feel like day one we had a lot more like distinct. This is my favorite. This is my favorite, and these all kind of sit around the same area for me. Other
Oh,
than the
okay.
Realist, I
Yeah, I
think
was gonna
that's
say.
still my favorite. Um, I'm gonna add By My Monster because I really like By My Monster,
Mm,
and then I'm stuck on the third.
what are
I
your
guess I'll
two?
say Goosebumps because that's a lot of what I've been listening to more recently this summer.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Yeah.
All right, cool. I think Beva actually sent us the link for that the orchestra version um as well for By My Monster, I believe.
Cool. Thanks.
So shout outs Beva. And they also suggest we should listen to you at some point 86,400 for Wyatt. So
Had a song, or were you just saying like that many more minutes of Wyatt?
I don't know that. Yeah,
I'm assuming it's a song.
I would assume it's a song. If
Oh,
not,
it is a song
okay.
off of their second album.
Oh,
Interesting.
okay. Youthful says, for me, TripAdvisor Popping, By My Monster. Honorable mentions are Your Song and Realist. Good choices.
Not my song, but your song.
God, we're gonna get them so confused now.
I'm already confused.
You got me messed up with the cube, the cube talk. I'm never
Oh,
gonna.
the cube is dead. That's
Well,
what we
yeah.
learned.
Oh my god. All
Rip.
right. Rip. Very nice. Very nice. Well, thanks for joining for On and Off. If you have other B-sides you would like me to check out, feel free to come say hello to, me on Chaos Streams. I am mostly the one who does that. Every once in a while you'll get a wild Alex that will appear in the video, but I think for a majority of it it's myself. So feel free to come recommend not only just On and Off tracks you would like me to check out live. So I believe I am doing one Friday, so come hang out for that. Some wrap up things. I think as I mentioned at the top of the show, we are doing Blackpink. I think for the next, I don't know how many streams. Alex, do you know how many streams we're doing Blackpink for? 4?
It should be 4.
Nice. Okay, so we're doing Blackpink for 4, and then as well as that, and then I think we're gonna be delving into Luna after that, and then
That is going to be a project.
that is going to be a project and a half, and then after that, I think Therese and I, and maybe we'll get Alex on board. Lucy will be the next group beyond that, because they have a comeback, and I would love to do Lucy since we got to do it.
No youthful.
That's gonna be our, unless of course you use your points, then we'll have to do it. So choose carefully. Just saying.
I've been toying with the idea of doing a solo stream unless Brandon or Therese want to join some night coming up. A very quick stream. There's a couple things I want to watch and in like full and maybe upload. One of them being Yuche / Dajong of Pixie.
Let's go.
Released her mini album today.
Let's go.
It's 4 songs, music video, all that. And I also want to do a listen through of the new Porter Robinson album.
Hey, yeah. Shout
Um,
out to Porter Robinson.
yeah, there's a lot of really cool singles from it, and I'm a big fan. So if I decide to do that, I'll update on probably Discord. So if you want to catch that, that's where you'll find information on that. It's probably going to be a really low key, short stream if I do it, but I'll let people know.
Very nice, very nice. I also pitched this, I believe, in Discord as well. For the Discord homies, I did a complete breakdown of the tier from BTS. Maybe I will go live in Discord and just do full album like drops, and then it'll just be on Patreon or something. So, because I know some people want me to go through full releases, so maybe that'll be maybe that'll happen in Discord for the homies. So come hang out. We'll keep you posted on that, and then hopefully I'll be getting the dance thing rocking. I have a little bit of homework to do, so that will be the next bigger thing to be worked on. So I have not forgotten about it. I just want to preface that. So, but yeah, sounds good. If you like any of those things coming up, feel free to let us know. And again, come hang out in Discord. That's the best way to let us know what we have going on and what's happening. So appreciate you for hanging out, and we'll see you hopefully either Friday or Monday for our next streams. Blackpink in your area.
Yeah, get ready. Blackpink's gonna be fun.
Very nice. Have a good night, guys.
Good night.
Bye.